Morning, everybody, and welcome to IHSEA's Valorant stream here on this beautiful morning. It is a beautiful day, it's a wonderful day, and it's another opportunity for a successful day of gaming here in the IHSEA. I am Coach Dalton McGee, and I am joined by my man in, I don't know, Coach TiVo. Hello, everybody.
Hello, I'm the man and I don't know. Hey, everyone, good morning. It's Coach TiVo. I'm ready for some fun Valorant matches. I think today's going to be good. I'm very excited for what we've got today.
Now, to clarify, this is not actually part of our Valorant regular season yet. Coach Kennedy, who is our Valorant tournament director, has decided that we would have a test tournament to make sure that the structure of our regular season is running smoothly. And so that is what this is. We have 16 teams from across the state of Illinois. They're going to play in the group stage today, followed by a playoff stage tomorrow. And our first matchup today is going to be between Springfield Public Schools and James Conant High School. And we'll bring you two more matches today. It's a best of one day today. Tomorrow will be best of three. Springfield is the higher seeded team in this matchup. Got to ban first, and then Conant banned, and then Springfield chose. And it looks like we are going to Ascent until, or I thought Ascent perhaps was banned. I don't know where we're going yet. We're going to split. Okay, and Conant will start on defense. So that's how your match is going to look today. Coach TiVo, talk to us about some adjustments we've seen in Valorant over the last few weeks. And if somebody hasn't played in a month, what are they going to see today that's a little bit different?
Oh, man. Well, patches have been a little wild here for Valorant. We've seen plenty of bugs happen, of course. I believe the Omen Sage bug is fixed, which was a little wild. But currently, the meta is pretty stable if you've been playing for about the past month or so. But what I think is going to be a little crazier is, as a whole, I think teams are starting to get more aggressive in Valorant. I don't know if this is just a personal preference thing, but I've noticed it seems like we're about 6 months into Valorant. People are really, really getting into the swing of things. People are really understanding maps a little better, especially because maps are a little more stale at this point. We've only gotten 2 new maps, and most of them aren't really favored. Split is a map, which we're going through right now, which I think people are starting to really understand really, really well. So I think we're seeing teams be way more aggressive and way more comfortable with their plays. And
Let's talk about that map thing for a second, actually. We do have one newer map than others, and that is legal in our tournament, as it's been out for over 2 weeks. And we have a new hero that's out, or a new agent, rather, Overwatch player, sorry. We have a new agent out that is not legal in this tournament. Talk to us about our new additions to the game.
Well, first of all, the new map, Icebox, I actually haven't had too much of a chance to toy around with it. Personally, from what I've seen, I don't enjoy the map too much. That's an issue I have as a whole with Valorant. I love the game, but I think some of the maps are a little wonky. The new hero is a little weird, though. Coach McGee, so what do you know about the new hero? What have you heard about the new hero? I'm just curious.
I haven't got to play her a whole lot. I know that the Capitals have talked about her. Thinks that there's probably some adjustments coming because she's a little bit broken. But we're not going to see her anyway. And so when Coach Kennedy made the choice that we're not going to see her, I didn't put a lot of stake into making sure I really understood her for this tournament. And that's the work going into the regular season for us, which starts in a relatively short amount of time.
It does, yeah. And I believe Skye will be playable by then as well, too.
Yeah, she will.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
She's a weird hero, if I'm going to be honest. So it's one of those things where people have issues because, once again, it's another healer in town, which I think people just have issues with as a whole. People aren't too much of fans of different healer champs. So to kind of walk you through it, Skye, her Q, it's just a heal again, rather her C. Her Q is like a kind of like a concussion grenade if you play like Call of Duty or something. It's kind of like a flash. Then she also has a hawk that blinds, kind of like another flash. And then she also has these things called Seekers, which near-sight enemies, kind of like Omens and near-sight. So she has a pretty versatile kit. But I'm going to be honest. I think she is a little overtuned right now, and I think that's something we just see with Valorant as a whole. If you remember when Killjoy came out, when she first came out, it was a little ridiculous. Regardless, we can touch more on some of that here in just 1 second. We are going to run to a break really fast while we get loaded up into the game. So stay tuned. We'll be right back, talk more about some balancing, and then go into our first game of the day.
Up there getting loaded in from the caster's perspective, but we're ready to go now. Conant and Springfield, your first matchup again. What are we seeing from these teams? The Springfield comp, pretty standard for what they like to run there on the right.
Absolutely. Yeah, it seems pretty standard all across the board. This is essentially kind of Valorant meta at this point. Let's see as we actually begin to start off here. Arcat looking around with the Ghost, trying to find some good picks here at the beginning. Once again, very standard holds. Arcat finds Tropic over on the A site.
Quick little pick there that might make a huge impact with just the fact that Tropic is a real fraggy player for the Capitals. He's going to frequently just pop off 2 or 3 kills at a time. Spike being planted immediately. Legat, the captain of Springfield, gets a pick to even things out now.
They get the bomb down. Very solid take here on this point. Graham's looking to find some information up on Heaven. Not seeing a lot just yet.
Graham's a big Omen player. Interesting that they've elected to let Tropic play Omen this map because Omen is definitely one of Graham's go-tos. You may see some Reyna from him as well. Even still, not a lot of action. There we finally get some more. Legat gets one. Trades are coming in. Nemo drops as well, though. Here goes Graham's. Conant able to take care of the Capitals here. 1v2. Both Conant players have low health, but it's not going to matter. They're going to be able to defuse that bomb and take this first point.
Very solid retake there by Conant. Get onto the site. I believe Imaginary got 2 headshots there right back to back. Very solid retake there on the side of Conant.
Talk about our utility for these teams. Looking at our agents here, what is the goal? Let's start with Springfield. How do you make most advantage of the utility their 5 agents have?
All right, so as Springfield, first of all, Breach is pretty good right now. I like seeing the Breach. So I think we have lots of utility on the side of Springfield. Once again, Sage has been pretty much nerfed into the ground. She's not as necessary anymore, so teams don't really run her. But what we do get because of that is we get a lot of we get Viper play. So we get a lot of different smokes with that. We get a lot of Sova, which can really cause you to just find more sites on the map. You get a lot of Breach with extra blinds. Lots of different smokes with the Jet and the Omen and the Viper. You can really take sites super easy with all these different abilities. So Tropic pushing in, gets right over the little Brimstone fire. Also looks like Reyna is low on the side of Springfield.
I also think, I think it's, or no.
I apologize, Conant, yeah.
I think it's interesting also that the Capitals' 2 heroes that you just mentioned, Sage, they would have played probably 2 months ago. Cypher, another one who got nerfed recently, and you're probably going to see less Cypher in this tournament than you would have before that.
The cat does fall. Cybercentric finds the headshot.
Getting our overlay adjusted guys. Springfield is our red team, so we're keeping track of that for right now. Grams goes down, but the trades are coming. Springfield not out of the TO.
Looks like a solid trade there. Still a... Oh, and there goes Cybercentric falling to Nemo. We've got a 3v3 now as they're planting the bomb.
This is looking forward to a regular season. A big year for Springfield as 4 of their 5 starting players are seniors. This is a group that is real tight together, loves playing Valorant, and is looking to do a lot this season and then get a reset of the program next year.
Absolutely. Tropic not seeing Duck Duck Goose right next to his smoke. Sneaking past it, Duck Duck Goose just slightly gets past it. Nemo finds a pick on Arcat.
Nemo keeps going.
Duck Duck. Oh, I'm imaginary. Duck Duck Goose finds 2. It's a 1v1 now. Let's see who will win this. Duck Duck Goose gets the gun. Duck Duck Goose does have a gun advantage here. Fakes it to the DP.
Pros don't fake, Nemo. Pros don't fake. Here it is. He looks for it. Is Nemo going to get the advantage? Oh, he can't fake it happen.
Right now.
Duck Duck Goose does find the kill there. Has a very good fake there. Jukes off to the side, and Nemo can't find the shot.
Yeah, it's just a 1v1 scenario, and it's sort of funny when you have a game with this much strategy, the different abilities the agents bring to the table, the rotations, everything. Sometimes it just comes down to who's going to hit a headshot first.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, it just happens sometimes. Nemo did have the ghost there too, so does lose just to a kind of a basic gun advantage. Could have found the headshot, but hey, it happens. It happens. 2-0 on the side of Conant right now. Springfield looking for a way to get in, get a good push. They've tried the A site twice. Wonder if they will switch things up a little bit.
They did go ahead and buy there as well, so they low economy right now, but loaded up and ready to take a point here.
Nemo getting a little looking for this pick. Knows something to peek there. Can't find it. Gets picked by Imaginary. Kind of a greedy peek. Duck Duck Goose holding same spots as always. Likes to hang on this A site. Dodges the Viper ability.
Just barely, too.
Absolutely.
Graham's trying to get some insight.
Gets chunked to about a 3rd HP. Loses the armor and loses half of his health. Arcat gets spotted out in that back corner. Looks like they're choosing to rotate. Legat falls to Duck Duck Goose, peeks and gets headshot.
Interesting that Legat is playing Viper here in this match. I've yet to see him play Viper up to this point, and Lord knows he has. He plays a lot of Valorant, but not in a competitive game yet in the IHSEA.
Looks like they're opting to just hide around garage here. Arcat's still watching the same exact spot, kind of waiting, thinking it may be a fake rotation, which looks like he may be onto something here. Still peeking, waiting. Springfield's opting to play this a little slowly. They've got 3v5 here.
Just trying to catch somebody out of rotation or not where they're supposed to be. Try to make this number advantage not as bad.
30 seconds left.
Looks like
Tropic with the spike at the moment.
Looks like they may be opting to just find a pick or something here. Waiting for a greedy rotate or something.
Yeah, they're trying to use the impatience of the Cougars against them.
Absolutely. Duck Duck Goose holding the same spot as earlier. Cybercentric, these guys have not moved. They are holding the site, refusing to let Springfield get on. They're holding these
10
very good
seconds
angles,
left.
not letting anyone get anywhere near the site. Arcat does push up a little bit closer to garage, but it looks like Springfield might just be saving.
Yeah, it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do.
End of Us looks for the cheeky little pick. Very good to get out of there. Springfield does get the save after using their entire eco there. Kind of the best decision there. If they die and lose 3 of those guns, they are out of luck. Those ecos are broken. They've got 1,000 on the side of Grams, 1,600 on the side of Tropic, 100 left on End of Us. He bought here as well. Had to get some new armor. Nemo's pretty much broken. Legat buys out. Only 100 left. Buys a Vandal and some light armor. Wondering if Nemo will buy 2. Wonder if they'll just call the, hey, just keep pushing it out. Let's try to do something.
Talk to us about split and whether we consider this an offensive or defensive friendly map.
Now, see, the thing with that is it also kind of depends on a player's play style. I do typically refer to this as a defense-sided map, but then again, I am just way more of a defensive player. So for me, it's easier to hold this map on defense. I think there are just lots of good angles to hold, lots of good lines of sight that are a little harder to get onto. You have good heaven on both sites, good ways to get picks. Legat finds Duck Duck Goose finds Nemo, Imaginary finds End of Us, Grams finds Imaginary, and Cybercentric finds Grams. Getting crazy here, 3v2 favoring Conant. I cannot read today. It happens.
You're from Southern Illinois. It's okay.
Absolutely, yeah. We can't read. Tropic does find Cybercentric. We've got a 2v2.
Anyone's game now. Springfield needing a win here after the economy they've spent at this point. There he goes. Tropic Zeke Cross gets that pick, and we've got 2v1 now. Like we said, Springfield, we saved that last round, but you've got to be careful. If you start to save too much or just go this deep into a game and not get these points, this will run out of control really quick for you. A must-win round for Springfield.
Peeking the heaven, wondering if he can find someone. Doesn't know Tropic is right off here to the right side. This is a little greedy here with us. Oh, he almost saw him. He's opting to back up here. Says, there's nothing I can do here. I'm not going to die the bomb. This isn't happening. Whatever. See you guys later.
There you go. Springfield finally gets their first point on the board on the back of Legat, their captain's Viper ult surrounding the spike. And we're going to be 3-1 now.
And man, Coach McGee, that is why I love Viper. Viper, ever since the game went in beta, I have always loved Viper. Just such a fun hero. I love playing smoke heroes. Viper, Omen are my characters that I enjoy playing the most.
I main Viper as well. For me, it was the American chemist, and I'm the American biologist that said, why not? Looks cool. Yeah. And she's just so fun to play. She was early in Valorant, not as viable, especially the
she's horrible.
But then the knowledge changed a little bit, and she's definitely somebody you can pick, and certainly a defensive specialist if you're able, not necessarily on defense, but if you're controlling an area, whether you planted the spike or whether you need the spike to not be planted. She's pretty tough to deal with when she ults.
Absolutely, and that ult is just so much fun. There's so much you can do with it, so many weird little things you can do. Imaginary pops the ult, does get the ult killed over. Looks like Arcat's watching the same spot. Imaginary wants to peek again.
Arcat gets flashed. Springfield going to rotate at least one of them. Can't tell who it is from here.
He's popping the smoke, and looks like they're rotating out of there a little bit. Looks like it was somewhat of a fake. Duck Duck Goose watching with the op.
Yeah, I think Conant thinks Springfield's heading to B right now. Meanwhile, Springfield's swinging around the far right side of our map, heading towards A. There's the smoke onto Heaven by Tropic.
Imaginary good play there. Here's the drone, backs up, says not giving any information. Don't want them to know I'm here. And he finds Nemo. Gets the headshot.
They try to do the sneaky rotate into A. It's not panning out so far. However, Grams does get one. Legat gets one as well. We're back to even again. This back and forth between Springfield and Conant. So many of these rounds have had 2, 3, both on the same side.
30 seconds left.
And health bars are looking a little low on the side of Springfield. Legat with 5 HP and Grams with only 70. So they do definitely have a little bit less HP to work with. This is when a Viper, I mean, not a Viper, excuse me, a Sage obviously would have come in handy. Cybercentric finds end of us, which looks like it may mark the end of Springfield's push here as well. Seems like not a whole lot they can do here. Might be a better idea to just save at this point.
That's exactly what they're going to do again, find a corner and hide.
Yeah, you know, give it up when you got to give it up, obviously. I think that's a good idea to say, hey, you know, we can't do this. Let's just back up a little bit. Duck, duck, goose, holding that angle so well with the op. Gets a good pick off there. Excited to see how you can work with this. He is currently top fragging for Conant. Excited to see how they can work with that op a little further. Eco's on the side of Conant, a lot better. 2,700, 6,000, 2,200, 4,100. And on the side of Springfield, it's looking a little more dire. Nemo's out of money. Legat's got 3,000 left. Wonder if he'll buy for Nemo there and just keep, you know, funneling money into people. Saying,
interestingly enough for Nemo, however, Nemo, if those of you that were watching the Valorant Invitational we had some time ago, one of the bigger plays of the tournament was Nemo getting an ace with a shorty, and Nemo is notorious for not needing a whole lot of money to play how he wants to play. End of us gets the first pick with his jet ult.
Very solid rush onto B. They said, hey, you know, this guy holds it every time. We're going for it. Looks like Omen didn't get a chance to grab these the little orb there. Little unfortunate.
A much different approach by Springfield here on this 6th attempt at this point. They are far more aggressive right now than they had been, and it panned off. Grams is going to pick one up as well.
Killjoy ult, very solid for taking these sites. Cybercentric finds Grams. And it looks like, oh my goodness, Legat finds the Juicy. Cybercentric finds Legat back. Tropic finds Cybercentric, and Duck Duck Goose finds end of us. Tropic then finds Duck Duck Goose, going to the side of Springfield. Very aggressive push there. That's kind of the change I think we needed to see there too. If you know where people are holding, you can punish that so easily.
Especially with that jet ult. Once you get in there, I mean, if anybody's even remotely in your face and you have any close to good accuracy, done.
You right click, throw them all, shoot them in the head, they're done. Like I said, though, if you know where people are holding, you can punish that. Just don't file in and get headshot repeatedly. That's an easy thing you can punish. Springfield has been playing a little passively, and I think that was kind of biting them. And it looks like that things are changing up a little bit on the side of Conant. Looks like Duck Duck Goose opting not to go back to the op, doesn't have the money, goes to the Vandal, and is holding a slightly different spot.
The op not quite as strong as it used to be, but it's still viable. The difference is now between what, you know, but from what it used to be, is it does have a little bit slower reload time. They nerfed the damage it does to legs, so it does make an impact to have that light armor to avoid a death if the op is going to be hitting your legs. I believe it's only 120 now on legs.
Peeking and finding half health onto Nemo, or even more so. Nemo's got about 5 HP left. Popping the Sova ult. Grams does find.
Oh, he's gonna get caught by that one.
Imaginary finds Grams while he's ulting. An easy strat to do against the Sova. You see him ulting, you just decide to pick him off. Nemo's peeking with little HP. Imaginary back to full. Doesn't quite find end of us. End of us gets the headshot.
Nemo did the peek there with less health. Imaginary said, "Oh, I can kill him," but then Nemo and his partner Vanish switch. End of us being Tyler Filer Vanish. And he says, I have a lot more health. I'll take care of this one.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, a very good thing to do. Just, hey, nope, I'm here too. Finds the buddy. Springfield currently does have the player advantage. It's a 4v3, looking to push maybe to the A side.
Yet to plant. Conant split up.
Nope. Looks like they're
30
rotating
seconds
back
left.
Swinging in the middle, but the spike's about to find Arena. He's got to be careful. He says, oh, I'm out of here.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I'll see you later. Comes back towards the A site. Looks like they're starting to converge.
Oh, Duck Duck Goose.
Oh, no.
The capital right above him. Does he know it?
Oh, no. Oh, this could be disastrous for the Springfield Capitals. If he can find the pick, he can't find it.
Nope.
And it looks like that goes to the side of Springfield. Had a very good advantage there, but just couldn't find the shot. Sometimes, you know, you left click and you pray, and it doesn't always work out for you. Not a bad spot to hide at all. Just sadly doesn't find what he wants to with Duck Duck Goose. And looking at the side of Conant, their eco is a little tarnished now. Looks like eco advantage is very much heavy, is heavily favoring Springfield.
I wish I would have checked it right before that round, because I think that round, Conant put a little more into it than they should have. And like we said earlier, where Springfield saved because they put so much in, Conant did not just then, and they lost a lot. Now we have an even economy, whereas before Conant had the clear advantage there.
Absolutely. Excited to see here what they can do with this. Conant's kind of proved they're pretty good with hitting shots already. Wonder if they can get any good SMG picks here.
Both teams playing dynamic agents with some fragging abilities, and I think both would be served better to amp the aggressiveness up, which is good for us casters, because that gives us a fiery game here if both of these teams step it up how they need to.
Of course, I mean, that's what I want to see. I want to see the absolute bloodbaths, 12 to 12. Looks like Nemo finds Imaginary. Imaginary can't find the shots onto him. I believe running the pistol, couldn't really find it.
Nemo improved so much over the time I've seen him play. This is a guy that, if I'm not mistaken, actually placed bronze originally and has played and worked with his team and really improved. And you love to see that in a game as new as Valorant.
Tropic can't find the shots on a Cybercentric.
No, that was bad.
Oh my goodness, Cybercentric with the stim, pops the corner and lights him up. End of us find Sojushi. I believe Sojushi also found Nemo there. And it looks like Cybercentric's going to try what he can here to get a couple more picks. Gets the dink.
Graham says not
Graham gets him back in the head.
After being down 4-1, Springfield is tied at 4-4, 8 rounds in. This is now anyone's game in the economy, squarely in Springfield's advantage now.
One of the most important things about Valorant, Coach McGee, is honestly momentum. If you can find the momentum, if you get in the swing of things and you and your team are feeling it and playing together, you can really come through anything. I talk about this a lot, the back to the wall advantage, how much you can do with a good mindset. That stuff is paramount to succeeding in esports. This team looks like once you have a good momentum, it's easy to keep snowballing. However, when you win a couple rounds in a row and then you start losing, you get scared. So then you have your back to the wall. This is when we get the really exciting stuff. The stomps are generally not that fun for anyone, either team. Generally, it's just a little bit of a snooze fest. But when we get games like this is when you get the really exciting stuff, the tied up matches.
We're definitely not going to be starting off our tournament this weekend with a stomp. This has been a well-matched matchup between the Cougars of James Conant High School and the Capitals of Springfield Public Schools. And this round, however... Yeah, this round, not as well matchup. Arcat says goodbye Capitals.
Oh
like 3 of them.
Goodness. Did not even see that. I look over to the side and I see him just unloading, holding it down, saying, it's okay, I'm reloaded. Pulling a Godfather and just takes out 3. Cybercentric doesn't even see Tropic.
Yeah,
Tropic
neither of them saw each other.
That's terrifying. That's why sometimes Valorant is a horror game and not so much a first-person shooter. The moments that make you kind of throw your mouse and freak out like you're playing Escape from Tarkov. Very different sometimes.
All right, Conant gets that 9th round to take a 5-4 lead here.
Nice. Yeah, this is making things a little more in their favor. After losing quite a few rounds in a row, Conant says, hey, we found what we needed. Arcat goes absolutely nuts, finds 3, boosting that KDA and some of his eco. Ecos are about even now. End of us running the op, rather. Excited to see what happens here.
A comfort pick for him. You'll see him pick that a lot throughout this tournament. He does not care about that slight nerf. It's still a strong gun choice for him. So let's see what he can do with it here.
Ooh, it takes a little damage from the killjoy turret, rather. So I'll back up. Grams finds Imaginary again. Imaginary keeps dying, peeking mid. Grams finds him again. Looks like they're knowing what to punish her a little bit. So Jushi backs up a little bit here. We've got 3 pushing through mid, looking to go to the B site. Grams checking his corners. Does not see Arcat up there.
There's the up shot.
There goes
one of them.
Looks like, bomb getting planted here by Tropic.
Spike planted.
Taking site pretty cleanly. It is currently a 5v3 favoring Springfield. Viper ult does come out.
Gonna be hard to walk through that. Arcat attempting to, or rather,
looking to do something a little cheeky here, see what he can get done. Waiting for his team. Cybercentric finds Nemo. Legat looks like he's going to pop his Viper ult also. Oh my goodness. There goes Cybercentric. There goes Arcat. 1v4. Looks like Duck Duck Goose finds Legat. He's trying to do anything, but his reloading gets picked by Grams.
It's so hard in, I mean, certainly not as hard as it could be in Overwatch, but it's so hard in Valorant to be in a huge number disadvantage and manage to get everybody taken care of anyway, just because the comms and how quickly you can get lit up here in Valorant. It's just hard. That 1v3, 1v4 scenario is very, very rarely going to turn out in favor of that one person.
And a lot unlike Overwatch. In Overwatch, there are multiple healer champs, 2 per team most of the time, who are going to heal you up if you get a little picked. That's not really a thing so much in Valorant anymore. Sage is nerfed into the ground. Thank you, Riot Games. I mean, what? So
I think it's so funny too. Like Valorant, just because it's such a new game, people come from all walks of life in esports to come play this game. I mean, you've got your CS:GO players, you've got your Overwatch players. Even, I mean, the Capitals I know have a couple has a good Fortnite player as part of the team. So I like that Valorant brings all these different facets together. The aiming of CS:GO and the strategy of Overwatch, and really has turned into quite a good esport. Now we're even 4 aside, which has been the story of this match here. Trades.
Find Cybercentric. Yeah, once again, you're entirely right. It's just trade to trade to trade. Nemo sees him a little bit, isn't looking for the pick, backs up a little bit, pops the breach, the stun grenade rather. Decides to back up just a little bit, hold the box, but isn't looking for anything crazy. Although, looks like Tropic is peeking, gets RCAT. Tropic looks up, sees if he can find another, finds two.
He can. Zeke Cross here with 2. Make it 3, and the Capitals will take this round and go up 6-5 for their first lead of this best-of-1 series.
Yeah, and like I said, this is the kind of momentum you need. The last round before the swap, Ecos are very heavily favoring Springfield right now. Ecos on the side of Conant, not too good. All pretty much out of money. Buying some LMGs, some SMGs, 2 Vandals in there, a Bulldog, which I would rather not even have a gun than. But, you know, got a couple different things on here.
You love to set your eco up so well that in that last round before the swap, you can feel like you have money is not an option. Get anything you want.
No ults on the side of Springfield, though. Looks like Grams could have his by the end of this round. But Conan, I believe, had about 2 ults there. Excited to see what they'll be popping. Yeah, Duck Duck Goose and also the Brimstone. I apologize. Please forgot the player name there for a second.
Money versus abilities here.
A good Brim ult can really change this map, though. So we'll see what can get done there. Same with a good Killjoy ult. You see a push coming in, you pop that down, and you can just take them out. Obviously, it does take about 15 seconds to charge. Otherwise, it would be an insanely ridiculous ability. But it is, regardless, a pretty solid ultimate. So Jushi finds Nemo.
Conant
Breaks
really
the line of sight, doesn't get the heal.
Conant really sent on A defense there. And the Capitals here in the middle, not really sure where they even want to go yet, but Conant rotating to B.
2 in mid for Springfield, looking to kind of push towards the B site. Grams peeking up here. Checking his corners, checking his corners. Obviously a solid thing to do.
Yep, there's that CSGO experience. Legat gets the first pick on Sajusi.
Grams looks fine, cyber-centric.
30 seconds left.
Checks another corner, doesn't see anyone down there.
And this looking to be a strong push for Springfield thus far.
Still have 3. Well, I guess I spoke a second too early. 2 on the side of Conant, 1 on the side of Conant. Killjoy finds 2.
That could be huge.
Looking for something here. A 1v2, totally winnable with this Killjoy ult. They're having to run out of it. Let's see what he can get done here. Finds none in the Killjoy ult. Can either go for a fake and try to find something. Checking his corners. Duck Duck Goose wants it. Peaks Garage doesn't see him. Peaks Heaven doesn't see him. He's got to make a play here soon.
Springfield being patient here. There's 2 of them and they know it. Here they come.
He fakes it. Doesn't get it to half. Almost gets it to half though.
Nemo, or Grams rather, using the silver ult.
Peaks with the ability out. Oh no, Duck Duck Goose. Peaks with the turret out. Doesn't have the gun ready.
Switching sides.
An unideal situation there.
Yeah, Springfield. Now the swap, or rather, not yet.
Yeah, this swap. Yep, they swap.
Okay,
yeah, they swap. Yeah, it's after.
I always forget. At first, I used to think that in Valorant they switch colors at the top when they swap, and that is just not the case.
Yeah, it's always a little wonky. But yep. So we're on the swamp now. The swamp.
Springfield, a truly defensive Valorant team. At least they were in that last tournament. So I think they've got to be liking that they're up 7-5 after offense right now. But Conant, certainly no one, they're not sitting down here. This team has made some amazing shots all game, and perhaps their aggression going up would serve them well here. Their economy got away from them. It started well, but then with a few losses in a row, it just buckled. So they've got to pay attention to their economy, and definitely a winnable scenario for the Cougars.
5% falls to 70 HP, gets hit by something there. And oh my goodness, dies to the breach ability while Nemo finds a headshot. That is disgusting. That is what you never want to happen. Looks like Conant are falling very quickly. Tropic finds Imaginary. Tropic finds RCAT. Gonna peek the corner, look if they can find the last one. So Jushi falls to end
Flawless win by Springfield. Worth noting, Nemo got his wisdom teeth taken out yesterday and has told his team this morning, please do not make me smile. I will be in pain. And he is still here playing and doing that.
Yeah, very solid first point there for Springfield. Looks like Conant there just got picked off at the beginning, and once that happens, it's one of those, oh my god, we got to get out of here, but they're already getting chased down.
Yeah.
But hey, Conant, like you even mentioned earlier, they were hitting very good shots at the beginning of last round, rather. This could be a very solid point still for them. They can still, or a solid half, rather. Looks like they can still really make some good stuff, because these players are very good. This is a close game.
Yeah, this is absolutely a close game. I'm interested to see how they adjust and what their strengths are on the opposite side here, offense versus defense. But Graham's first pick here.
Looks like Sojushi also fell to about 30 HP there. Not sure what he got hit by. I'm assuming a breach ability or something, but did not see what happened to him. Tropic hiding in the smoke. 2 holding towards heaven, looking towards mid. Nemo peeking, finds a headshot onto RCat. The rest of the team is rotating slowly, trying to get towards A, trying to make something happen here. Springfield is sending End of Us over towards A, saying, hey, something is a little wrong here. We don't see them in garage. We need to get over to A now. Sends the rest of the team running behind
He's about
them.
to find him, too.
Oh, my goodness. This could be very scary here.
He's the only one there for the Capitals right now. He's hiding.
No, we've got another on site on A. We've got, and there goes Grams. Yep, on A. Imaginary finds Grams. But End of Us finds a headshot right to the back of the skull, chasing him onto the site. Looks like that's going to be it for Imaginary.
Absolutely it is here. 9-5, your game score. Springfield only needing to get to 13.
Let's look at some ecos here real fast. Cybercentric, rather, has a good eco. Everyone else, a little under, actually all about the same, rather. So looks like a hard buy by Conant says, hey, we need our guns. And also hard buys again from Springfield, even though they are much better in place with eco. End of Us buying the op again, says, hey, I'm confident with this. Let me get in there. KD's all looking a lot more solid on the side of Springfield too. So we'll see what happens here.
I think excited. To start the defense there, or rather the offense for Springfield, when they were down 2, they went ahead and did that full buy and turned things around. Conant looking to do the same thing, but Springfield with enough money right now that they said they're trying to put their feet down.
This is the shot onto Imaginary. Oh my goodness! Finds the wall bang onto Sojushi. Absolutely solid shot there. The op, you can nerf it all you want, but oh my god, Coach McGee would always be a good weapon.
Sniper one trick there is Tyler Filer, but he does not care. He takes care of that. He's going to hate me for saying he's a sniper one trick, but he's looking for another.
They're all running back towards towards T, running back towards A, doing what they did exactly last time too, hoping it'll work out a little better this time. They've got guns this time. They've got an advantage. They have a chance to take something here.
They're peeking the taking a stronger rotation too. A lot quicker and more cohesive on this rotation as well. But Tropic's going to interrupt it.
Ties to Cybercentric. RCat running onto the site, has his knife out, doesn't look behind him, doesn't see anybody falling on the site, falls to End of Us getting the snipe. Nemo getting towards the site, no one on just yet. They've got vision of the bomb. 2 left on Conant, 1 left on Conant, none left on Conant. Grams finds Duck Goose, Nemo finds Cybercentric. 10-5 in favor of Springfield.
Springfield yet to drop a defensive point here. Like I said, this is definitely a defensive team, and they went into their defensive rounds up 7-5, now up 10-5, and looking to keep their momentum rolling. Conant in real trouble now with this econ and with their weapons.
I believe Conant has only won 1 round since Springfield started winning. I believe it was 4-0. They won, and then I think
it was 4-1 at one point.
4-1. All right.
Yep.
So Grams peeking out, looking to get some vision immediately, going straight towards garage. This could be a little disastrous here. Doesn't push all the way up. Just okay, puts it there. Not as much of a Chad play as I was expecting it to be. Peeking mid again. They know that they have an operant mid, so they're looking to smoke him out and get something done here.
If you're Conant, what do you need to do right now, Coach Tito, to turn things around and get some rounds back? Right
now, I think if you know where, obviously, End of Us stands. You know where, look at, find Cybercentric. They are falling apart here in the mid lane.
Yeah, they got nothing they can do about it.
Has to reload, can't find Duck Goose. They know where he's standing. Oh my goodness, Tropic finds Duck Goose. End of Us finds RCat. There they go. If you are Conant right now, what you need to do, they keep doing the same thing. They go mid, get picked, and rotate. Stop it. What they need to do instead is either commit to a site and try to find someone and just get the kill and get going, or they need to either just super slow play and wait. Now, granted, there is a good opper on the side of Springfield. So what they need to do is either smoke or flash him out, get that pick on him, or just hard push a site like Springfield did. If you hard push one of these sites, you smoke heaven, you smoke back of site, you get everything done, you throw your flashes, you throw your abilities, you have a solid chance of getting a really cheeky pick and finding the point.
What's super interesting, if you look in the middle of our kill board there, is Springfield has only won one round with the spike actually exploding. Okay, otherwise their whole strategy here has been just wiping Conant up, and Tropic continues that here.
Springfield look like they're feeling comfortable. They are just shoving past site. It looks like Conant.
Grams with 2 of his own as well. Yeah, this is Conant. They need to stop the bleeding. Duck Goose manages to get 1, but they know exactly where he is. Finds 2. Does find Nemo. Sadly, doesn't get the opera kill. You always want to try to get the opera. Kind of ruin that eco a little bit. Those guns are point for Springfield now. 5 is your score for the Cougars. 12 is your score for the Capitals.
And yeah, if you look at these KDs, man, looks like things are going a lot better on the side of Springfield.
Yeah, I mean, the best KD for Conant is exactly 500, and that is not good.
Yeah, looking through, things are not looking very good on the side of any kill-death ratios for Conant. However, I think it's still always possible. I always like having hope because, once again, you're back to the wall. You can do some crazy stuff. And it looks like they want to push here. It looks like they want to push and not just hold one site and get ran at.
Springfield's KDA too. There's not a hard carry for the Capitals right now.
Cyber's going to find Tropic.
Here we go. Here's the start of that comeback.
Throw those smokes down. Stop. Ooh, they cannot find an end-to-end of us.
No, that wall did not get down quick enough. That op is so quick with his reactions.
Killjoy does have an ult off. They have to back up just a little bit. Give sight for a few seconds. Say, hey, all right, they got the Killjoy ult down. We'll reconvene in a second. Don't lose your gun. Let's chill out for a second. No one gets retained in the Killjoy ultimate.
Spike has finally been planted there by Conant.
Cyber
gets one on Graham.
Believe he pops the ult there. It's Duck Duck Goose finds Nemo. This is what Conant needed. They needed to get onto a site. They find End of Us. They get rid of that sniper. Finally. The Gat looking for something. 1v4. A little greedy, but finds it. Finds Imaginary. Only at about half HP. Looks to see if he can do anything else. 1v3. Finds two.
Grant.
Looks for third. Fakes it. Shoots at the bomb. Only has 6 bullets left.
Oh, he can't make it happen.
Third, but can't do it. Cybercentric finds 3.
The captain of the Capitals Valorant team trying for some magic there, but like I said before, that 1v4 scenario just so hard to do anything with. Conant was able to hold that together there.
Yeah, and when you're one of those situations where you're surrounded and you've got 9 bullets left, you're like, well, if I reload, they hear me and I die, or I just go for the miracle headshot and hope I get 2 left clicks in a row like I'm playing Grim Fandango. But doesn't always happen. Can't always. I hear
Elmer Fudd in my head saying, "No more bullets."
No more. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not rabbit hunting season sometimes.
It is not. Duck season.
Oh, duck season? Yeah, listen, I'm not 45 years old. All right, Coach McGee.
Okay, well, I'm at heart. Here we go.
All right.
Conant down 6, but did win the last round, finally stopping the bleeding.
Dr. Goose finds End of Us. Takes the sniper battle, takes it to mid with the op and says, I am done with you. You are not doing this to me. Gets flashed by his teammate. That's a weird team calls there. Probably should have dodged that, but it obviously doesn't hurt anything. Legat has this sneaky little feet pick here. He's playing foot meta right now. Oh, doesn't matter, though. Very
Please
solid.
Never say that again.
Foot meta, leg meta, you don't play Tarkov. That's a thing in that game. You're supposed to shoot at the legs. I'm not joking. Nemo gets picked by Imaginary. They're rushing. This is exactly what Conant needed to do. Tropic finds Duck Duck Goose, but Cybercentric pushing onto the side. Imaginary coming back towards CT. Doesn't see Tropic. Oh, sorry. Grams rather finds him with his pants down. Has his knife out.
Yeah, that was a scenario where the next pick was going to call this round, I believe, and Conant gets that. Plant again, and now Springfield needing to get in there. Are they going to save here?
Feel like they might need to. Might just need to say, hey, you know what? We don't need to give up any more eco. Don't need to give any old charges. Let's just back up a little bit. Arcat pushing up towards heaven again. The Gat and Tropic both coming up ropes.
Yeah, they don't look to be saving right now.
Interesting. Okay. The Gat gets picked by Imaginary. Finds not. Imaginary finds 4.
I think Springfield was feeding there. Like you're up 6. You've bought yourself some patience when you're up 6.
Let's look at egos real fast. I'm kind of interested here. If we could pull up the scoreboard super fast. I just want to see what the economy is looking like. Exactly. All right. Perfect. So I believe there we go. Conant does have a much better ego right now than the side of Springfield. Nemo with only $200. Looks like they've got at least over $1,000 on everyone. Not the Springfield econ's currently horrible, but if they lose this round too, they will be pretty crumpled.
I think if this becomes 12-9, the Capitals have a problem.
Yeah, this is one of those things where you just need to find one, and it's like, come on, guys, let's just stick together. Let's play it.
Conant looking for a 6-time match point victory here.
End of Us peeking mid again with the op says, hey, you know what? After last time, I'm going to learn my lesson. Not peek that. Don't want this to happen to me.
Yeah, you got to respect somebody when they're making shots. I mean, at some point, you just say, okay, let's have a different way of winning this.
Conant going for the slow push this time. I think a good change of pace. After you've won so many rounds rushing, you know what's going to happen to you. Hey, let's just wait a second. Let's play it out. Let's see what happens. Always kind of hard to slow push when there's an op because you never really know where he's going to be wanting to take your dome off, which is always a little terrifying.
There's the foot meta there by Legat again.
Those smokes, man, are so funny. You just put it little enough to see the legs.
Oh, by Vanish instead, not by End of Us. That's not Legat this time. I'm so used to calling him Vanish. He's changed his Valorant name.
Tropic peeking in the very casual spot here, looking to find something.
Springfield very spread out, just looking for where they are, and you're going to see a hard rotate by the Capitals here because they're about to find out they're on A.
Tropic
30 seconds
moves his head at the actual most perfect second. He doesn't take his dome. Finds that there are about 2 of them, says, oh my god, get me out of there. End of us finds Cybercentric. They're pushing up ramp now. Finds Duck Duck Goose. Almost gets a collat there. Gets blinded there.
Conant needing to bear down. This could be it if they're not careful, but look, yeah, it's 2!
Finds 3, and that is game towards Springfield. Nemo gets a Jushi, and that is game. Conant with a solid attempt there at the end, a solid breath of life, but can't find it. Springfield has a good hold. They send everyone, get the good rotate, watch ramps, and they take down Conant in game 1.
13-7, your score. The Capitals almost entirely at the top of that leaderboard there. All of them going positive in that game, and nobody carrying. It really was a team effort by the Capitals there. Everybody did a lot of work.
Not one of those games where you get in the post-game lobby and your friends are like, all right, man, what happened? You're like, hey, listen, you guys carried me. It's fine. Come on. Not looking like one of those games. Overall, though, a very good game. I think Conant is showing some pretty good stuff there. I think Conant's going to win a match or two today. I think they definitely win one of their next 2 matches today. This is a solid team, makes some good shots. It was just that they fell victim to their economy twice. And Split's a hard map. I think it was overall a very solid game. I'm excited to see Conant play again. That was my first time watching Conant, and I've got high hopes for those guys. I think Duck Duck Goose and especially Cybercentric had some really nasty stuff that game. Excited to see what else they can do.
Yeah, so our first game of the day goes in the favor of Springfield, 13-7, your final. We are going to take a quick break, and we will get your next match squared away. Everybody stick around for IHSEA's Valorant test tournament here today for round robin and tomorrow for our playoff bracket. I'm Coach McGee. I'm with Coach Tebow. We'll be right back, guys. Welcome back, everybody. It is time for match 2 on our first day of our Valorant test tournament. This matchup between the Wolves of Niles West High School and the Redhawks of Naperville Central High School. Taking you through our winners of round 1. Plainfield North defeated Oswego 13-1. Niles North defeated Lane Tech 13-0. Glenwood High School defeated Naperville North 13-5. York defeated Massac County 13-2. So some pretty strong blowouts in Group A and Group B. Springfield, you saw on stream, took down Conant 13-7. George Washington took down Plainfield Central 13-2. Niles West, who we will see right now, took down Lyons Township 13-2. And Naperville Central, who we will see right now, took down Oak Lawn 13-1. So this is a Group D matchup between the Redhawks and the Wolves. Both teams blew out their opponent in round 1, and we're sure to be in store for a really good one. Coach Tivo, did you enjoy your break?
Oh, I did. But, oh, man, I didn't realize how big these blowovers. I guess we got the only close game, which is exciting. So with 2 huge blowouts, I think we're going to have a good game here. Maybe ready for another break already.
Right. We did Vans, and we are going to Ascent, if I'm not mistaken. Or are they figuring it out still? I think they thought we were banning. Okay, now we are. We're going to Ascent. We're on Ascent here. Tivo, we saw Split on our first match of the day. We see Ascent now. What is the general feel of Ascent? I asked this in the first round, whether we have an offense or a defense friendly map. What is Ascent for you?
Ascent is a bad map to me. Essentially, Ascent is just one of those maps where it's just, there's so many lines of sight, and it's so poo-poo, to say it in a high school appropriate way. But regardless, I think it does depend on the team. And I'm going to be honest, once again, haven't seen these teams play a lot of Valorant. So I'm not sure what sides they really excel on. Because as we can see, you can be a defense-sided team, and then you play on a map that's attack-sided, and you still do well. I do generally just consider, for me personally, Ascent more of a defense-sided map.
Just because those long sight lines, especially if you have a strong op player in your team.
Mm-hmm. And you can book it from A to B in 20 seconds on CT. So it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm excited to see this.
Okay.
So we will be loading in here in just 1 second. Coach McGee, what do you think? So what is your favorite map in Valorant? Just curious. Do you have any particular ones you're a big fan of?
So I think that it depends on whether you're asking whether I'm watching or playing. I actually really enjoy watching Split, which we saw in that first game, because I think that the middle of Split makes for some really interesting plays. I think there's a lot of fun corners, and the high grounds. I just think it's fun to watch. I think to play, I would probably, you're going to hate me, I would probably have to say Ascent.
That's fair. That's fair.
But the reason for that is I one trick ops in this game. I'm not a strong Valorant player, but I am good with that op, and I can hold heaven like anyone. So like Ascent, I do like playing on a lot. I definitely know what you're saying as a good Valorant player, why you don't like it. But I like playing Ascent a lot.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Ascent's fun. I still think Split is my favorite map because I don't know. I have the worst opinions constantly. But Ascent is a fun map. I think there's a lot that can get done here. And I'm excited to see these two teams kind of duke it out here because, as we saw, I believe, I believe Niles West went 13-2 and Naperville Central was 13-1, I believe.
Definitely looking to be the 2 top seeds of their pool. And then they'll clash here. If they continue their ways, once they split back up, they'll probably be the ones to advance. But we'll see what happens here. We are back in the game here. Niles West, your green team, Naperville Central, your red team. And we're right in the action. Here we go. Let's see. Take a look at our agents. Similar agents to what we saw in our first matchup, except now we do have a Sage on the side of Niles West. So despite her strong nerf, they're going to play Sage anyway.
Face looking for a pick already, running forward. Colmex finds Weebs are good. Face finds Zoop Boy, and it looks like Colmex picks up a frizzy, can't quite find it. God Gamer finds Colmex. PJ Ziggy finds God Gamer 12. Looks like PJ Ziggy on the site finds Not My Cup of Tea. Face finds PJ Ziggy. Very close here. Sage pops the heel, can't quite find it. Face gets her with the shock arrow. 3 for Face, going towards Naperville Central.
Immediately, there's some good gamer tags in
this one. God, right. Yeah, trying to immediately pick up on everyone's names.
We got PJ, Ziggy, Colmex, Crypto, Zoop Boy, and Goop on the side.
Zoop and Goop. Gotta be a duo of
Face, Weebs are good, God Gamer, JRT, and Not My Cup of Tea for the Redhawks. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one to call.
Interesting. If we could look at the scoreboard again real fast. I want to, Very interesting that not my cup of tea goes ahead and buys an SMG. Don't... Interesting. Okay, so, it looks like they're calling for some SMG buys on the side of Naperville Central. All right.
A quick light buy there by the Red Hawks early in this game.
Excited to see that always. I really think round 2 buying is fun. I think you can just push that advantage even further. I think it's almost always something good to do. But granted, I'm way more of an aggressive player, even when it's defense. I like playing super aggressive, trying to get some stuff. We've got about, looks like weaves are good. And also the face finds Goop. Gets a good pick. There goes the Goop. Zoop the Goop. Looks like weaves are good. Is peeking mid. Face throws out the... and not my cup of tea. Also finds Crypto off to the side.
So perhaps that SMG buy paying off for them right now. Also,
Absolutely.
I wish those watching the stream could hear my eye roll when you said Zoop Goop.
God Gamer finds Zoop Boy. Colmex finds God Gamer. Weaves are good finds PJ Ziggy. Not my cup of tea. Looks to peek heaven. Finds Colmex. Colmex after... right before finds the Killjoy player. I apologize. And it looks like that is it for Niles West on that side. Naperville Central 2-0.
2-0. They made that early buy. And now, despite the early buy, it looks like both teams have a fairly even, if not in favor of Naperville Central, econ, even though they spent that money early.
Yeah, Naperville Central has the money, buying lots of guns here, keeping one SMG, one Phantom, two Phantoms, 2 Vandals. Looks like this could be a little interesting here. I appreciate Niles West force buying. It's a 3rd round. You almost always force buy if you don't buy 2nd round. May as well go for it. Try to find something to do. Get some good picks. Crypto finds not my cup of tea. Gets a good pick and backs up. PJ Ziggy peeking mid. Doesn't quite find it. Crypto peeking the side again. Backs up a little bit. Did lose his armor and healed himself. Not sure how low he fell there exactly.
I wonder about this stage pick, if this is just somebody he's always played, or if they're really finding some value. I mean, they did get a 13-2 win. That's nothing, to snuff at. But I wonder what kind of value we're going to be able to see from Sage this game with how hard she got nerfed in that last patch.
Absolutely. Naperville Central is rotating over towards the A side, the B side rather, it seems. Although, like what you're saying, I think the Sage nerfs really crippled a lot of Sage players, because a lot of Sage players were one-tricks. Didn't really have anything else to play. Not shaming Sage players.
But she had huge value, and she was almost necessary.
Exactly. I am kind of worried to see how some of the Sage players adapt to new heroes. It's something you got to do. I mean, such is the life of games with heroes. Sometimes your favorite character gets nerfed. Zoop Boy finds Weaves are good. PJ Ziggy finds JRT. Face finds 2. Gets Zoop Boy and PJ Ziggy finds the back-to-back. God Gamer finds Crypto. Looks like a 2v2 on the site. Face finds a 3rd. Finds Goop. Shoots out the arrow, trying to get some reconnaissance here. Can't quite find it.
This round was looking like it was going the way of the Wolves, and the Red Hawks say, get out.
Face gets a good disengage there. Colmex holding down the trigger, trying to find something. Only has 5 bullets left. Gets the reload. Face goes to site, looking to plant. Colmex looking for any chance of a retake. Does not see the Phoenix up in market.
He's about
to look behind you. Gotta look behind you. He's looking for it. Doesn't quite find him. God Game is peeking around. Colmex finds one, and we got the 1v1 here. Face has found 3 already. Colmex looking to knock him up, find something. Assuming he's going to sit here. Gets the blind onto Face. Face only slightly blinded. This is the only place he could be. He knows he's in that corner. Can't quite find it. Face finds 4, and it goes to Naperville Central.
Yeah, a really big opportunity for Niles West to grab a round there, an important round, but it is not going to happen. That 1v1 again, it's just a matter of who can make the shot.
Colmex shows up, does good checking all of his corners, knows he's probably going to be sitting back there, knows he is more than likely going to be in back of sight. Checks corner, checks Tetris, doesn't see him, kind of knows he's going to be in back somewhere, but you can never really tell exactly where in back they're going to be. That's what makes it so good to hold sometimes. You can really just run back and forth, try to find something to get there, but alas, does not go their way. Goop buys the shorty. I love to see it. Looks like light armor almost all on the side of Niles West. One has good old big shields, but looks like they're going a little safer this round. Goop has the shorty, wants to find something cheeky, peeking up towards mid just a little bit. On the catwalk.
Great skin Goop has on that shorty there.
Absolutely. Got the little cheese on there. I love having the cheese on the shorty. That's funny. That is funny. But he does not find the cheese. Weaves are good. Instead finds Goop. Colmex starts shooting off a little bit into that smoke. Doesn't find anything. PJ Ziggy falls to about half HP. Barely dodges the fire from Phoenix. Can't quite find it. God Gamer finds PJ Ziggy. Not my cup of tea finds Colmex. Weaves are good. Looks for Zoop Boy. Finds him. God Gamer.
Flawless now.
Looking to find just the Sage left. Crypto finds Weaves are good. They know he's here somewhere. Looking around gardens or heaven stairs. They're pushing this. They kind of want to break the eco, I believe.
Yeah,
Crypto at 69 HP. Nice.
Naperville Central looking so strong to start our match here. Both these teams
Crypto
destroyed their opponents, but thus far it's looking like Naperville Central is the dominant team. It could be that they are really strong on attack, on ascent. It could be anything. With with this new season, we don't know a lot about these rosters yet and have a lot to learn about these teams. But so far, Redhawks looking real strong here in our second match.
Absolutely. Redhawks have very good eco too. 5K left over on the side of FaZe, 2K on the side of God Gamer, 1,700 on Weaves are good, 4,900 on Not My Cup of Tea. These guys are rich right now. They are rolling in it. And then we got the 1%ers with Naperville Central, and then we've got just absolutely kind of broken and poor here on the side of Niles West. They opt to buy out, but we'll see how that goes for them. If they find this round, it's perfect for them. Obviously, Naperville Central can buy again after this, but hopefully they can break those ecos just a little bit.
And just like we saw with Springfield last game, every point that the Redhawks have been winning has been by wiping up Niles West. It hasn't even been the bomb exploding.
Finds one, trades with Not My Cup of Tea, gets God Gamer but falls. And like you said, looking just to kill all of them. If they find all the kills, that's kind of all they need to do.
And that's why their econ's been so good too. It's just they're getting all this value from getting these eliminations.
Constant picks, constant weapon pickups, kind of all you need to do. Why plant the bomb when you can just kill all of them forehead?
Exactly.
Colmex does run past the smoke, tries to find a better place to go, rather.
We haven't really seen A get used heavily yet in this match, and here we're going to go.
Misses the shots on the Guardian. Goop misses everything, dies to FaZe. I believe he maybe hit one shot there. That's not what you want to see. Peeking Heaven, they know it looks like Colmex going to be running up here.
It's almost like they got cheat codes right now. They know exactly where Niles West is almost every turn. They're just playing positioning so well right now.
Absolutely. Give me 1 second. There is a marching down my street behind me, I believe. Give me one moment really fast.
You are totally good. I've got you on board here. We're looking at Colmex trying to do something in the 2v3 scenario with Niles West having their first opportunity to finally make something happen. Weebs are good is going to drop. Now it's 2v2. 1v1. Oh, man. Naperville Central. I don't know why I said the A like that.
Naperville finds them.
Naperville
partners.
I don't know where that came from.
Bring them down, Niles West, it looks like. Got 4 ults on the side of Niles West. Once again, I apologize. Somebody's walking down my street marching with a megaphone. That happens. FaZe has the only ult on the side of Naperville Central, but looks like God Gamer will probably get it this round. If they just, ult spam, looks like they could do something for the side of Niles West.
And they're going to need to. They've got to stop the bleeding now.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got all these defensive ults. Well, actually, not too much. But you kind of got to use them. Maybe get a good breach ult off. Maybe get a Sage res and try to just survive a point.
You see, Tebow, I was raised in San Antonio, Texas for the early parts of my life. It's where I learned how to talk. So sometimes I regress. Sometimes I regress and say Naperville.
Oh, what happens, partner? Looks like Zoot Boy firing off the ult for Coach McGee.
Not going to get any value out of that ult, though.
Can't find anything.
He's got to find something. I mean, Niles West, they had a strong showing in round 1. It could have been just a significant diff between those two teams, and that was it. But, like, this is looking very one-sided thus far.
God Gamer pops the ult for some, just a little bit of knowledge. Doesn't really find too much. Oh, JRT finds Goop. Just gets the headshot. That was disgusting. Almost wall-bangs the enemy Sova. Finds Zoot Boy. Crypto finds FaZe. Falling apart here for Niles West. Looks like Crypto gets the res onto Zoot Boy. JRT finds Colmex. 3v4. This is doable. Unless you get shot in the back when God Gamer finds 2. God Gamer finds 4. He absolutely obliterates Niles West. Naperville Central is destroying this game, Coach McGee.
Yep, they're looking really strong right now. One of the stronger programs in the state as far as esports are concerned in general, and not disappointing here in this Valorant test tournament.
Absolutely are not. I mean, this is looking a little disgusting so far, especially losing all this on defense. Like I said, it kind of depends on the players, but I do find this to be a more defense-sided map.
Yeah, you're not wrong. If
this is not what you want.
Like on defense, this switch when after round 12 could be pretty ugly here.
And
although the way it's going, there will be exactly 1 game after the switch. So let's see what happens.
Weird buys on the side of Niles West. I don't know. I don't like the scout. Or it's not always that fun to buy. Not my cup of tea. Finds Goop.
Gets caught with his ultimate out, and that's going to
be the Marshall, rather. FCS go on the mind. But yeah, PJ Ziggy has the Marshall out, trying to find something. Doesn't really find too much. Peeks up, doesn't see anything. God Gamer is pushing up again, living up to his username after finding 4 in that last round. Peeking mid, Crypto peeks mid, gets about half health, can't find anything. JRT finds Zoot Boy. Naperville Central, man, playing out of their mind. They see somebody for half a second and they're gone. Face finds Crypto. They are falling apart quickly. This is looking to be a 7-0 currently.
This is definitely a team to watch out for tomorrow in our brackets there, and no doubt they will move on, as you only need 2 wins to officially move on to tomorrow's bracket of the 3 games you play. But these guys looking real strong, and as strong as any team I've seen thus far.
Colmex gets spotted, doesn't even see God Gamer. He is about to get God Game, gets flashed, can't find him, falls down to his face, gets KS'd. Little rude, you know, but it's fine. It's fine. God Gamer worked for that, but Face gets the KDA. PJ Ziggy says, you know what? I've got this 1600 gun. I'm gonna hide, I suppose. Try to just save our eco just a little bit, please. Get something. Oh my goodness, misses the shot onto God Gamer. Can't quite find it.
Yeah,
they're behind him.
Now.
They want him dead. Oh my goodness. They are hunting him. Can't really blame them. Shut down this ego as much as possible. God Gamer in the same spot. PJ Ziggy not even peeking it. Gotta criticize that a little bit. Running around into mid for no reason there. Kind of weird. Don't know why you would do that.
Skunk still in play. Niles West unable to take a single round this far. And look, every single win has been Naperville Central just killing everybody on Niles West side. The Spike hasn't even played a part in this. This is just like deathmatch right now.
Man, these KDs are disgusting. Goop 070, no, not even an assist yet. Looks like just all around the board, Naperville Central are just finding the kills they need, finding the assists, shooting together. Face 13-1. Absolutely destroying this match. So
yeah, that doesn't
suck. Not my cup of tea finds Crypto.
You know what? I'm thinking almost every round, as far as I can remember, Naperville Central's got that initial pick, and that set the tone.
PJ finds God Gamer. That's something. 3v4. This is what they need.
They've had these opportunities before. Let's see if they can do it.
Let's see what can happen here. Weebs are good. Oh my God! Finds the wall bang onto Zoop Boy. Disgusting. Not my cup of tea finds Colmex says, you are not my cup of tea. Take a bullet to the brain. See you later. Goop finds not my cup of tea. Also not a fan of his tea.
Goop, the first elimination for Goop in the whole game, yes?
Yes. Hey, you know what? It happens. It happens. He's coming up. He's peeking. Oh my God. Sees the Sova drone. Says, maybe I don't want to peek this. Finds the shock dart. Says, yeah, I'm going to turn around. But goes for it again. About to get recon bolted. Shoots it. Can't quite. Oh, finds the shots. Gets the dash over. Finds stream. Goop is going nuts. Let's go. Goop 1v1. Can he do it? Doesn't know that he is. Finds the smoke. Oh my goodness, he's doing it. Goop wants it.
Pros don't fake, Goop. Pros don't fake. Here he comes. He's got halfway. He's gonna get it. He's stopped. He can't finish it off.
Oh my goodness.
After having no eliminations all game.
Kills. Weebs are good to the bomb. Goop pops off. You know, back to the wall. Let's think here for a second. Do you remember in Dragon Ball Z when Frieza kills Krillin and Goku goes Super Saiyan for the first time? Yes, that's what happened there. Goop says, Zoop, I'm coming for your KD. I'm not bottom fragging today. I'm doing this. Has the eco, has 4,700. Goes Super Saiyan a little bit there. Does all he can. And hey, that just shows there's a little bit of life in Niles West. This game is possible.
There, but man, that scoreboard is not showing that right now. Naperville Central just dominating.
Yeah, ecos are still a little gross. Ecos are not looking good for the side of Niles West. But hey, they're alive, and that's what matters. Looks like JRT. Crypto isn't peeking that spot he normally does right back there. And end of a long. PJ Ziggy peeking mid again. Haven't found anything with this so far. Zoop Boy finds Face.
That's a big pick. That's the top fragger for Naperville Central. Exactly. This is the first real opportunity maybe they've had, but we're going to trade here.
Crypto running with the ability out. I always got to criticize that. You should never be peeking with your abilities out. You should be using those in safe spots. Colmex finds not my cup of tea after God Gamer finds the jet. Looks like bomb is going down. Niles West is in a 2v3 here. Let's see what they can do. I believe there was a better gun there for Colmex to pick up. I'm not sure if they got it there.
Maybe a comfort pick.
Oh, never mind. I apologize. I think I
in heaven.
That. God Gamer pops the run it back. Little greedy. Maybe absolutely stomping, but gotta criticize weird ult usages when you don't.
Yeah, really I think he thought they were a lot closer than they were, and they weren't. He thought he could just turn around and that's where they were going to be, but they weren't there at all. They had already rotated out towards B, and they looked maybe content to just allow this to happen again.
Interesting to just save. I feel like at this point you gotta try.
You're down 8.
Sure, they don't have an eco, but at this point it's either Crapper get off the pot. Zootboy hears him coming. Oh, you gotta crouch, buddy. They're gonna find you. Zootboy can't find any. If you're gonna commit to the save, why not just back off? Either you gotta commit to going to the site and try to 2v3 and hope for the best and, you know, pray that you can find some headshots, or, you know, he tries to find an exit frag, and sure, but definitely heard more than just the one set of footsteps there.
Well,
Gotta
Central with the
weird.
perfect match thus far, trying to hold on. You know they want that 13-0. You know they want it.
Absolutely. I mean, that's such a tilter to lose a 13-0 that destroys your morale. Goop buys the op.
Let's have some fun.
I'm gonna be honest. In my solo queue games, when I see the bottom frag buy an op, I get a little scared. But we'll see what Goop can do after his Super Saiyan play. Peeks for it, can't find the shot. Crypto finds two. Good.
Crypto finds two.
Looks for, shoots the Killjoy turret. Doesn't actually kill it. Misses like 3 times. Oh no. That's not what you want to see. PJ, Ziggy, and Goop also peeking the same spot. Kind of weird. Zoop finds not my cup of tea. JRT finds Zoop getting the trade-off. 4v2 in the favor of Niles West.
Niles
looking to find this.
They're trying to avoid that skunk. Naperville Central is going to need to pop off.
You see his gun. Why not shoot through the... Oh my goodness. You saw him. You saw his gun shoot through the box. Crypto finds God Gamer.
1v4. Niles West with their first win of the match.
Goop. Oh, put the op away, Goop. Put the op away. Can't find it. JRT finds Crypto. Lets his teammate die. Nobody can kill JRT. You had so many people peeking him. What's going on, guys?
Is JRT going to protect this perfect match? Here we go. We're going to stand forward with him now.
God,
JRT gets 1.
3.
2, 1v2
oh
now.
my God. And you know he's there. Wallbang him.
Suddenly,
Goop, what are you doing?
Yeah, you got it. I don't think he knows he can. JRT did finally,
hey.
Niles West.
Finding the literal 1 in a million shot there. Oh boy,
Evo is getting tilted about lack of use of balls here.
Oh, that's when you look at your teammate and you say, please press G on that. Just put it down. Put it down. Give it to me. Man.
However, no 13-0 today. Niles West is playing pride at this point.
Trying alive. Yeah, they won it, but probably in the worst way possible.
Take a breath, Evo. Take a breath.
You know, we got to hope they can do something better here. They've got an eco. Zootboy not getting a buy. Okay, there we go. They do drop the bomb. PJ Ziggy buys for him. Says, hey, man, let's get something in here. Looks like they can at least do something here. God Gamer finds Crypto. Goop backs up. Colmex peeking mid. Can't find anything just yet. Gets the orb onto JRT. Weebs are good. Also peeking with the op. He wants the fight. Sees that there's an enemy operator and says, hey, you know what? Let's do it. Let's have the ones here.
Let's dance.
Yeah, let's dance. Absolutely. PJ Ziggy peeking with the Vandal. Got the cool dragon skin. Hoping to find something.
It's so interesting to me. When I think of Ascent, I think of this point A. Like that's where I like to play, and I think it's fun. He's just not been there.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Yeah.
Not been at, this fight has been at B and mid the whole time. We've not seen a lot of action on A.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a 4v5 here. This is totally doable for Niles West here. Popping the Sobol, looking to find something. Finds JRT. That's what they need. Bomb still not placed. Goop finds God Gamer. God Gamer does find a Colmex. 3v3 here. Niles West can win this. Niles West can absolutely do this. Goop with 3 HP. Their Sage is dead. Sees the recon bolt, backs up just a little bit, gets it destroyed. PJ Ziggy. Oh, Goop can't find the headshot. Narrowly misses. Sees the Sova drone. Doesn't hit it again. Dodges the Sova ult. Is going to fall to face his ult there.
Can't get 2 dodges there.
Weaves are good find, Zootboy, and this looks like this goes to Naperville Central here. Very hard retake 1v4. If you are... Oh, PJ Ziggy does find Weaves are good. Breaks the eco. Picks up the op. I would run away at this point. Don't think there's much you can do there.
I think you could run away and maybe take an angle that they might walk and get greedy.
Ooh. Peeking mid, he kind of wants this. Oh, that was narrowly a wallbang headshot. They were right there. That could have been a little gross, but
an ambitious shot to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, if that would have killed, I would have screamed at the top of my lungs. I would have lost my mind.
That'd be louder or quieter than screaming about not shooting through a wall?
Louder and more hype. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because with the shooting through the wall, you know, you saw him anyway. Gives Goop the op back. They say, hey, man, I believe in you. Good to trust your friends here. PJ Ziggy buys the Marshall. Okay.
Some weird buys. 10-1. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean,
yeah. Got to hope for the best. Not my cup of tea.
You're not going to rebuild your economy slowly here. You need to win some rounds.
Or will they? With 1-2 rounds left.
They do once they win those rounds.
Goop doesn't find the shot again.
Hey, finally going to A. Maybe.
PJ Ziggy peeking mid through cat again like he's done quite frequently. They're kind of onto it. Not my cup of tea was peeking it, and he finds PJ Ziggy. Not going to win that fight. Goop finds Face. Weaves are good. Does find Crypto. Zoop peeking stairs with the LMG there, hoping to find something. Goop hiding under heaven. Can't find the shots again. Pulls out the pistol. Right clicking. He doesn't find it. Weaves are good has the revolver. That was one of those fights where both people just miss every shot and they stand there. And Zoop Boy gets the wall bang. Oh my goodness, got the Odin out. He's got that thing blasting. That dog is barking right now. God Gamer finds Zoop Boy. Colmex can't reload in time. Pulls out the pistol, hoping to do something. Has the Vandal 1v2. After Zoop Boy gets a wonderful kill. Ooh, and they know he's there. Colmex is going nuts. Hoping to find something. Let's see, he's going for the defuse, and pros don't fake, as we know. Oh my god, he's gonna do it! No! Oh my god. You're right, pros do not fake. Does find God
Switching
Gamer
sides.
with the bomb kill. And hey, sometimes you just gotta hope for the best.
So 11-2 is our switch, and yeah, this is a tough mountain to climb for the Wolves.
This is a toughie. The Wolves have to find, realistically, if they want to win, they're going to need about 12 in a row. Sure, they can drop a game, but not sure if that's going to look too well for them. I think at this point, your back's to the wall. You and your friends are saying, all right, either we have fun here and try to even it up a little bit, or we absolutely start sweating on our keyboard and mouse and hope for the best. I would obviously like to see the hardcore sweat on the keyboard and mouse, just going nuts, you know. Maybe they were weight training a little bit. Maybe, you know, they one of them wasn't actually using their mouse or something. They were playing, you know,
Sandbagging.
they're just completely sandbagging. I want to see this go a little better for Niles West here, because you got to try something. They've gotten good picks in a couple rounds here, but you got to commit to it. Looking to go all the way through mid.
Yeah, thus far, all indications are Naperville Central is a team.
Walls it off? Okay.
Jump, and he's
Jumps up
Get him.
and doesn't find it.
My cup of tea punishes that, though.
Absolutely, yeah. It says that play is not my cup of tea. I'm gonna make that joke 100 more times until people start laughing. God Gamer gets the kill on the Zoop Boy, jumps to try to dodge something. Little funny there. Interesting play there. I like the pushing down mid, walling it, and then rotating. That's a little interesting. But
you guys have some company.
yeah, Crypto is on site too. Looks like they're they don't kill Face. They see him but don't do anything. Not my cup of tea finds Colmex. Weaves are good finds Crypto. And this is looking like game 2 Naperville Central. I don't see what Niles West can really do to really come back on this one.
Yeah, a one-sided affair for sure today.
For sure. I think this absolutely goes to Naperville Central. I don't see what else could happen here. If they get some miracle picks here, and you know they have the power of the mouse and keyboard, maybe something could happen. But we'll see. I'm not sure if I believe in it too much. SMGs on both sides. PJ Ziggy does buy the revolver. Hey, that's always fun. I want to see something happen with that. It's always like buying, you know, like the Deagle in CSGO, you know, trying to get something cheeky, trying to get a funny one-tap. We'll see if he can do so. I'd like to see it happen because I want to see this game go a little further. I don't want to see a stomp. I want to see these people play their hearts out. Colmex getting absolutely obliterated by the Killjoy grenade. JRT falls. JRT finds Goop. Crypto finds Face. Zoopboy does find Not My Cup of Tea. Looks like, hey, a little bit of life in there. JRT does find Zoopboy, though. Crypto gets a weird wall. Doesn't wall off the people really shooting them. JRT opts to just hide there, say, hey, you know what, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to wait this one out. Crypto is on site. There goes PJ Ziggy, and there goes the barrier. If you're playing Pokemon Stadium. JRT finds for that round. All they've got to do is defuse, and that is game. That is game for Naperville Central, and I believe that's 2-0 for today for Naperville Central, and they are done for today, correct, Coach McGee?
They're not done. Well, they will advance tomorrow. They do.
All right.
They'll play against Lyons Township next, who Niles West defeated 13-2 in round 1. Naperville Central takes the 13-1 and a blowout victory here. The KDs tell the story themselves.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, you look at that average combat score of 35 for PJ Ziggy. Not good. Yeah, all around, that was not a great game for Niles West. But hey, they tried their best.
Yep, and looking at the other side of this group, in our second match, Lyons Township took down Oak Lawn at 13-3. So next we will see on stream, if I'm not mistaken, Glenwood High School versus Massac County High School. Glenwood just lost 13-6 to York. Massac County lost 13-4 to Naperville North. So potentially a close match on stream next. But
You're in the losers bracket.
13-1. Not yet, TiVo. We have round robin.
I know.
We have 13.
I know it's group
13-1 your score, Naperville Central over Niles West. We will be back on stream in just a bit, guys. Stay tuned for the third game of our first day of our test tournament in the IHSEA Valorant season. You'll feature Glenwood High School and Massac County High School next. Stick around.
13-11, calling it now. Profit, Coach TiVo.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here with our last match of the day. This one between Glenwood High School and Massac County High School. They have chosen to go to Haven, so we will get a third different map. Both of these teams 1-1, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look here at our bracket. I should have had that memorized. No, actually, Massac County 0-2, Glenwood 1-1. So Massac County looking to potentially play spoiler here, but Glenwood wanting to punch their ticket to the next round by winning their second game, and it will be really interesting to see what happens. These two teams both lost round 2. Massac County lost to Naperville North, and Glenwood lost to York. York is 2-0. Naperville North is 1-1. So that matchup between Naperville North and York will have a lot of implications as well. If Naperville North manages to win and Glenwood manages to win, then we would have a 2-1 three-way tie, and we will have to look at our tiebreak scenarios in that case. But for the time being, we're going to take a look at this match between Glenwood and Massac County. Tivo, Haven, I've asked it about Bind. I asked it about Ascent. What do you think about Haven, offense, defense, what you like to see here?
Haven, I've always noticed to be more of an attack-sided map, at least once again, just me personally. And it also does depend on a lot of players, and we'll see how these guys play. But Haven is one of those weird maps. You know, it's a 3-point map, which is always a little screwy. Lots of opportunity to do crazy stuff on this map, obviously having 3 points. So I always think it's a little interesting to see how people react to this one. I think it is a little attacker-sided. It's pretty easy to get on a site, and then people have to sprint through the entire map on CT to try to get to you. So I think you can take sites super well. My personal strat on Haven that I love is you always rush C first round. You know, you just smoke off the side, get in there, get C, and then you play your ABCs. You go ABC, ABC, and no one ever catches onto it because people in solo queue suck. So you can do some fun stuff in this map.
Yeah. I mentioned this before about that tiebreak scenario. If Glenwood and Naperville North both manage to win, or well, that would be the more likely scenario that would happen. So if Glenwood and Naperville North both manage to win, their points differential right now is actually the same. So it'd be a matter of who won the biggest this time. And then we'd have to go to the further tiebreak scenario if they both manage to win by the same score. The other option that could happen is Glenwood and Naperville North could both lose, giving Massac County, Glenwood, and Naperville North all 1-2 records. And in that case, the point differential would not be in favor of Massac County as they're very far down. So it'd still be that tiebreak between Glenwood and Naperville North. So by any reasonable standard, Massac County will not be advancing on because of that point differential. But Glenwood and Naperville North are going to potentially control their own destiny here and need to win big in this last round.
I love all of the different tiebreaker stuff. Coach McGee always has the spreadsheets out, and I love it. Man, this is when you get into the crazy stuff with those exact same differentials as you were mentioning. So this game does have quite a bit on the line. I'm excited to see what happens here at the end of our stuff for today before we get into a very long day of games tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow is going to be our single elimination bracket as we have the top 2 from each pool moving on. Let's take a look at some of our other matches thus far as we are loading into our game. In our second round, Niles North defeated Plainfield North 13-7. Oswego East defeated Lane Tech 13-4. York, we mentioned, defeated Glenwood's 13-6. Massac County lost to Naperville North 13-4. George Washington took down Springfield 13-2. We are awaiting the scores on Conant versus Plainfield Central and Naperville Central versus Niles West. Actually, we just saw that one on stream. It just hasn't been reported yet. And then 13-3, the Lyons Township High School team takes down Oakmont Community High School. So those are your recaps from round 2 of our round robin here. And off to a quick start. Here we go. Paper.
Real Boss finding Paper and someone IRL finding Sully. Already going to a quick game here. Already finding a lot. 4 left on the side of Glenwood. 3 left on the side of Massac County. We'll see what happens here. Red's Toxic peeking towards heaven. Not finding anything just yet. They know somebody's up there, but not really sure who. Echo looking as well. Red's Toxic finds Funman. Twilight finds the Real Boss. Echo finds Genya, and it is a 2v1. Massac has 1 person left. See what he can get done. Echo looking to get some recon here. Throws out the recon dart, trying to find something.
Echo for Glenwood, one of their better Overwatch players. He does manage to finish off this. He is a strong hit scan player in Overwatch, and those skills translate to Valorant as well. Up 1-0 here. Let's take a look at our gamer tags this time. We've got Twilight, Paper, Jin, Funman, and Sully on the side of Massac. We've got Echo, someone in real life, the Real Boss, Reds, Toxic, and Spartan on the side of Glenwood. Lots of double dipping gamer tags here. A number of these players play multiple games in the IHSEA, so you'll love to see that. But Glenwood off to a quick start here.
It's going to be an interesting match already, like you mentioned. Glenwood up 1-0 right now. Looks like Red's Toxic going towards C, someone IRL, pushing up towards Garage, going to the double doors, trying to find something here. Going to be popping out a flashbang, seeing what he can see. Knows somebody's up there. They back up, concede that just a little bit. Real Boss pushes up towards closer to the C site. Picking the Cypher. Cypher has been nerfed quite a bit. You don't see as much Cypher as you used to, but Cypher is a champion that I absolutely love having on my team, finding out as much as possible. They do have Cypher Sova. They're looking for as much information as possible, which works when they find Twilight getting a headshot. Planting the bomb, Spartan looking around, finds the kill even through the smoke. Gets the kill. Real Boss finds Paper. Someone IRL finds Fun Man. 5 left on the side of Glenwood, 1 left on the side of Massac. Sully in a 1v5. All he's got is a ghost and a dream, but likely going to have a dream shattered. Oh, gets spotted by the recon bolt. Doesn't shoot it. Says, I don't know what to do here. Backs up a little bit. Dashes to the side, tries to get a cheeky shot, finds someone IRL, dies to Echo AD, gets a pick. You know, at least you trade there at the end. 2-0 up on the side of Glenwood. All right, looking at ecos real fast. Let's see what we've got so far.
There we go.
All right, there we go. All right. An op on Echo AD on round 3.
He is a Widowmaker main.
All right.
So I'm not surprised remotely by that. He's playing the character like Hanzo, using the gun like Widow. This is something I totally expect.
Almost dies there. Does not get the cheeky op play. Spartan pushing up, trying to find the kill, protecting his friend. Says, hey, don't do that to my opper. Doesn't find the kill yet, but is pushing up. Red's Toxic going 2. We've got the entirety of Glenwood pushing up here through mid. Gotta check these corners. Hopefully. Oh my goodness! Fun Man goes through the smoke. Echo AD finds Genya, one of them. Gets one of them regardless. Spartan going off the side here, trying to find Brimstone. Does not find Paper. Paper 443 finds Spartan. Real Boss finds Paper and trade.
Spike planted.
Red's Toxic peeking up here. Doesn't see the Killjoy right back there. Peeking around, not sure where the enemies are. Gets a solid smoke off. Knows that Twilight is peeking. Sully with the cross-map judge play. Red's Toxic finds Sully in defense. Twilight finds Red's Toxic. 1v2. This is winnable. Twilight trying to get a little bit of life in here for Massac County. Not sure where they are. Doesn't see Cypher at Gong. Looks for him. Doesn't find it. Real Boss gets the headshot onto Twilight.
Which of these teams, Devo, looking at the agents we've picked, do you think is the best use of their utility here at Haven?
So far, I think, honestly, Glenwood does have a good team comp here. I know Cypher's been nerfed, but God, do I still love it. I love the Breach. They've got way more information gathering than Massac County does. Massac County doesn't have a whole lot. They've got good smokes with Jet, Omen, Brimstone. Also got the blind with Omen, Reyna. You can get a lot of work done with that. And obviously, you can get some information done with Killjoy putting a turret down somewhere. But I think Glenwood's already proving they know how to get some good info with Cypher and Sova.
Absolutely.
Genya peeking up with the revolver, not going all the way yet. Paper bumping some smokes down. Casual start around stuff. Peeks it, not getting sniped yet. Okay, no ops. We're good. We can back up a little bit. Echo AD peeking mid again with the op. Being a little cheeky. Doesn't know Omen's right there. He has peeked there the past few times, so might have a bit of a hint. Fun Man doing the smart thing here and not peeking it. Very good idea there. Says, hey, I don't feel like losing my head today. Gonna peek back a little bit. And it looks like a rotate calling over to the side of A. Spartan sitting on the side of Banana looking for something here. All right, Echo AD throwing out the Sova Dart, getting some information. Spartan throwing an anti-sight. Red's Toxic finds Paper. Someone finds Sully. And we'll see what else can happen here. Spartan opts to hide under Heaven. Someone finds Fun Man. 2v5 favoring Glenwood. Glenwood up 3-0, looking like this may be their side as well.
So far, they're showing every indication they want to get to that next round. They're looking to win this and win it big. Bigger than Naperville North is trying to win theirs is the idea.
Absolutely. Genya does find Spartan. That's good. 2v4, at least making some money off this. Opts to get some information there. Pops the ability to get the... Oh my goodness. Red's Toxic finds Genya. Twilight says, you know what? I'm not going to die today. Let's back up. We don't have an eco. Oh, or not. Interesting. Okay, Twilight tries to go in 1v4. Not sure what the attempt was there. Maybe get a gun or something. But is not able to find anything. Just had a classic, so not like losing a whole lot. Ecos are looking up a little bit on the side of Massac County. Sully does have an op now. Excited to see what he can get done with that. Twilight's got a bit of money in their pocket. Ecos are a little stabilized right now. Massac County down 4-0, has some money. They've saved well. They've got a good eco. They're ready to play now. This is obviously, in my opinion, so I guess not obviously, more of an attack-sided map. So I think, Massac County, they're still hitting some good shots and getting some good picks, and we'll see what they can do now that they actually have some weapons in their inventory.
We do have an important score update. Plainfield Central just took a close one against Conant in Group C. That's the group that also has Springfield and George Washington. They took it 13-11. So Conant will fall to 0-2. Plainfield Central 1-1. And the next matchup will have Plainfield Central against Springfield, both 1-1. George Washington will advance out of that, and the winner of that match will join George Washington in tomorrow's playoffs. So that's going to be a really interesting one to keep an eye on.
Psych does get taken to for Glenwood in that brief little moment. 2 fall on each side. It's a 3v3. Echo AD looking for some information, and so does Cypher, trying to just get whatever he can. Sully has the ult out, is ready to pop somebody. Sees his teammate, says, let's do this. Going in just a little bit, got the daggers out. Someone finds Funman. Might end up not pushing this. Maybe just back up a little bit. 2v3, totally winnable.
Off your feet!
They don't see. Oh, sees the Cypher for just a second. Misses the shots, but Paper does find the real boss. Someone does find Paper in return, and someone finds Sully dropping the op there. Breach got a very good knock up there, and sadly just goes the way of Glenwood. Solid attempt there, though, by Massac County.
Yeah, they're going to have to turn it up, though, because this differential in this game score is getting bigger and bigger, and there will come a point where you just don't have the economy to be able to come back.
Double ops on the side of Glenwood. Very greedy. Generally, in my opinion, not always the best thing to do, especially
particularly on offense here.
Especially, yeah, on offense and with the off-nerves. Don't think it's the strongest play. And they're peeking the same thing, or they're just being buds, hanging out with each other.
Just, bros being dudes.
Yeah, just 2 dudes chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart because they've got ops.
Yep.
Doesn't find the pick. If he would have randomly shot it there.
I know, he would have found some fun there.
Fine. 2 offers in mid. Kind of weird for the offers to be pushing up, but, they're feeling a little confident here. Twilight popping the Killjoy ult says, hey, we hear you. Don't do this to me. Just gets him off the side a little bit. Says, hey, we're not doing this right now. Once again, Killjoy ult can be used like that. You don't have to wait till the last second to use something with it. Echo AD, oh, never mind. That was his teammate. I apologize. Killjoy pops the ult, says, hey, just buy some time. We're not in a good spot right now. We need to be together. Let's buy some time. That's kind of how you use it. Sully almost gets the pick on someone. Red's Toxic finds Paper.
It's going to start falling. It's going to start falling for Massac County here. Glenwood, they've got these early picks each round, and then it just falls apart. Spartan gets the op onto Twilight.
Very good by someone there. Destroys the Reyna anti-site instantly and then pops them in the face. Massac County has 1 left.
And he's stuck in heaven.
Yeah, this is not where you want to be. Almost gets the pick. Can't hit the shots. Echo AD finds Funman. We are up 6-0 on the side of Glenwood. Massac County at 0 currently.
Do you feel these are close 6, or do you think Glenwood is just stomping and clearly the better team here?
There have been a couple close ones, but then some of the other ones are a little tougher. I think we've had maybe 2 or 3 close ones, but at this point, Glenwood is stomping a little bit. Their eco is destructive. They're almost like in the next 2 rounds, they'll be at money cap.
And again, like we saw in both of our first 2 matches today, every win Glenwood's had in these 6 has been by wiping Massac County off the map, not by the spike at all yet.
Once again, and that seems to be a theme today, Coach McGee. Lots of people just aggressive when it comes to Valorant. Can't blame them, though. If that's your playstyle, it works.
Yeah, finally get the pick.
But does find Red's Toxic. That's good. It gets a pick. That's a little bit of a nice boost there for Massac County.
Let's see if they can ride that momentum from the first pick into finally getting a game here. But Smoke
Spartan
doesn't block off the sights totally.
And Spartan also sees where he throws it from. Looks for the pick, can't find it. He jumps just before he can get the shot off. Echo AD peeking mid. Looks like they're calling to rotate towards A. There are 2 people with sheriffs on the side of Massac County holding A, hoping to get something done here. Someone's peeking his corners, doing a good job here. Gets a good smoke off. Someone throws a good breach clear to the right side. Can't find anything yet. Funman dies to Echo AD. Someone pulls out the Vandal, hoping to get something. Sees Brimstone right there. Gets Brimstone, rather. Spartan does find Twilight. And it's 2v4. Brimstone does get the ult off, but can't find anything there. Goes for a quick scope, can't quite find it. Knows someone's up towards heaven. Knows somebody's behind him too. Heard them make the noise. Gets the headshot. Not a headshot, but it was close. Thought it was a headshot. Real Boss finds Jinya, and that is 7-0 on the side of Glenwood.
First pick looks like it didn't matter, and that's what we're saying. Glenwood is just clearly the stronger team right now in terms of getting picks. They're not even playing this game for like strategy or for the spike. It's just a matter of let's find them and let's get them eliminated before they eliminate us.
Someone IRL 10-1 right now. Not necessarily carrying, but is definitely doing a good case of saying he could be carrying here. Is constantly finding the shots, constantly outclassing anyone on Massac County. If it's a fight, looks like someone IRL is winning it. Let's see what Massac County opts to do. See how they're going to hold this. Red's Toxic peeking up towards A, going A long towards the banana-ish area. Red's Toxic looking for something. Someone IRL does see someone in real life, I suppose, and doesn't quite find the pick. Red's Toxic still peeking, hoping somebody will push up. Although Massac County has had a good time here of knowing that they're being played against aggressively, and they're not pushing up for the most part. So at least they're not dying stupidly. It seems like they're getting picked as they get pushed onto a site, but at least it doesn't seem like they're getting stupidly, pushing up and dying. So gotta praise that at least.
Yeah, it's not because they're playing out of position. It's just that Glenwood is making some tough plays to deal with. And it's hard to defend yourself when they're coming in as strong as they have been. Here's an shot opportunity for Echo.
Virginia. Down to 10 HP though. Once again, no Sage. Sage has been nerfed. We've seen one Sage out of our games today. The heal's always nice, but she has been nerfed into the ground. So someone's left with 10 HP. Oh, Spartan can't find the shot on the Killjoy. Someone helps him out though. Oh my God, Twilight.
Hello, Twilight. Hello, Twilight.
Twilight looking for the fourth. Doesn't know where the last one is just yet. This could be the point that Massac needs. He sees him, says, hey, you got enough. I'm going to go this way. See you later. Has the bomb in his sight. Says, hey, we can just hold this. There's 4 of us. No reason to be greedy. But it looks like they might be greedy. Picks up the op. Twilight says, give me that sweet little 4-piece. I've worked hard for it. I know you're back there. Finds the kill. Twilight pops off for Massac County.
Patriots not out of it yet. They do finally take a game here.
Hey, and that's all you need. Like I've said in every game, and as I will always say, it's momentum that wins you in esports. It doesn't matter how far behind you are. You can always come back. If you and your team are playing together, have the good calls. Not getting tilted is so important for these teams. Keep it up and they can win. And obviously, when you're down 7-0, it's hard not to get tilted. I understand. Mental state is so hard to overcome. But it looks like Massac County, they're still not getting picked stupidly. They're playing together. It seems like these guys have a very good mental state, and they want to keep it up.
Yeah, especially when you get that inspiration by one of your teammates popping off, and you just start to rally around that and feel like, hey, we really can do this, guys.
Absolutely. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, when one of your friends pop off and you're just screaming, going like, oh my God, dude, you're nuts, you're goated. It's so much fun. Fun man hiding behind Gong. Ginya does find Red's Toxic. Someone IRL does find Ginya in retaliation. Says, don't touch my friends. Are you kidding me? They get the bomb down.
Spartan gets the pick on the Twilight.
Finds 2. Gets Fun Man as well. Sully looking with the op, trying to get something done here. Paper walking up just a little bit. Might get domed in the head. Real Boss finds Paper. Sully, the only one alive. Feel like you got to save this. It's a 1v4. Might just want to walk away, and he looks like he's doing so. Can't criticize that too much. You've got an op. You kind of have to do what you can at this point. You've lost a lot of money. Do what you can. Real Boss peeking up, trying to find something. He is a little low. One shot, no matter where it is, will kill him. We'll see what happens. Looks like Sully says, you know what? Don't even come near me, please. I'm hiding. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's shooting heaven. He knows it's up there. Will they shoot the right spot, though? Sully, get out of there, mother! Oh, no! And he's done. They know he's heaven.
Just at the end, he doesn't manage to avoid that. That's so tough.
Yeah, you hate to see that. But really, it's a decent spot to hold. They've got an okay-ish eco, and by they, I mean just Sully's got 6,100. Ginya's only 1,700. Looks like they can buy a little bit. Sully should be able to buy for him and maybe something small for Ginya. Oh, and never mind. Buys the op, says you are on your own. Get a Marshall.
Wow, that's an interesting choice there.
I'm going to be honest. I think that is a very unideal choice. I think that's the greedy kind of selfish play. If he thinks he can pop off, hey, more power to you. And if he does pop off, more power to you. But I think it may have been better to get some rifles here.
There you go. Glenwood up 8-1, looking to solidify this lead and put themselves potentially into the stage tomorrow, but we will be waiting the results of Naperville North's match as well.
Paper. Spartan falls. Funman gets a good pick. Spartan has a kind of greedish ult up to heaven to get some info, but does fall for it. Hey, Ginya gets a gun regardless after Suli finds a pick with that op and dies right afterwards. Opper is down for the side of Massac County, 3v3. Red's Toxic getting the good smokes off, trying to at least deny any vision possible. Killjoy does pop the ult for Massac County, hoping they can push him out just a little bit.
He finds one, finds two.
Man goes nuts. They find all three as they try to exit. Absolutely wonderful spot to sit there on the side of Massac County. Says, hey, we're going to go ahead and pop that. We're going to get the ally Killjoy ult off. Going to wait around. They're going to have to exit this way. Why not kill all of them?
Perfect use of the smoke there. They just had no idea he was there in the corner.
Ginya gets the op too at the end. Says, hey, Suli, I got your gun back, buddy. Is he going to give it back to him, or what are we going to see? Gives it to Twilight. Twilight says, hey, you know, this op's gone around a little bit. Let me have it this time. Ginya has a Vandal. Things are looking a little bit up for Massac County right now. They are showing breaths of life. These guys know how to play. Glenwood may be up by 6 currently, but that might not matter. This team looks like they have a fire in their eyes, and they want to win. And I mean, hey,
interesting. I think that you could say that Glenwood's only 5 away from winning, but the same way, Massac County is only 6 away from tying. Like this is they're equally distant from the win.
Twilight! Oh my
long pick.
Goodness! This is what I'm talking about, dude. Like you're saying, Massac County, they're making good plays. They were getting outgunned a little bit earlier, but that's okay. Getting outfragged just a little bit. Twilight does fall with Spartan, gets knocked up by the breach. Only so much you can do in that case. Real Boss does go for the op. Does find it. Someone planting the bomb again.
Spike planted.
Is someone the team captain for Glenwood? That guy is always pushing as breach. Always, it seems like he's calling the shots. Red's Toxic
I know how to find out.
He's always the one with the bomb going in first. That guy is an aggressive breach player, also known as my solo queue destroyer, as my randoms all fall apart. Someone IRL looking, knows that Brim's right there. Spartan finds him instead. Paper falls. Ginya does find Red's Toxic. Spartan finds 3! Can't quite do all of it though. Spartan does find 3. Glenwood goes 9-2.
The captain for Glenwood's Valorant team is Spartan.
Spartan, okay, all right. Spartan's good too, but I just feel like I always see someone in the front line popping the smokes, popping the breach stuns, trying to get some stuff off.
I asked Coach Kennedy who their captain was. He said Spartan. Someone just plays gung ho.
Oh, really? Okay, he knows. He knows. Gotta appreciate it. Double ops again on the side of Glenwood.
Paid off for him last time. Let's see if it does again.
Oh, he throws the op out of the map?
Off over the ledge?
That's okay.
A perfectly good waste of money there, Real Boss.
Interesting. But whatever. I mean, hey.
9-2
doesn't
score.
Really matter. Oh, Red's Toxic finds Fun. This is last round anyway.
This game does matter so much because the difference between 9-3 only being down 6 when they have to get 4 more to go, and the difference between 10-2, I mean, it really feels a lot different when you go into the trade there.
Absolutely. Just that one extra round is like, hey, that's one less thing we got to overcome. Really gets out of that narrowly.
Echo gets the pick with the op, but he gets taken down by Paper. Here's the trade coming in.
Someone does find Paper back. 4v2 favoring Glenwood. They don't really have a choice. Someone IRL almost falls, doesn't quite die. Red's Toxic finds Twilight. And we gotta hope Suli can do something here. And he dies to the breach ability. Always a tilter. 10-2.
Here we go. We're gonna switch now.
Switching sides.
Oh man. So let's see what happens here. Massac County has a chance, and I think it's entirely possible. We could be here for a little bit longer. Even if they don't win, I think they can prove, hey, we can do a little bit better on attack. We can do this. I think they've got a chance. I'm excited to see kind of what they do here, what they decide to push. I do think, once again, this map is attacker-sided, but Glenwood has such a good cushion. They've got to win 3 rounds. That's it, and they are good. And that's the kind of cushion you want to have, Coach McGee, because, you know, when you have that, it's like, well, we can screw up a couple rounds. That's fine. It happens. But obviously, that can snowball pretty quickly. So it could be a tilter. You know, I think I've definitely lost on this map 10-2, feeling confident, and then the enemy team goes nuts. Yeah,
we saw that earlier with Springfield too. They had all the time in the world and all the rounds in the world, and they just started dropping a bunch of them because of that econ just started snowballing.
Paper falls to 20 HP, does fall to someone IRL. The Frenzy, always a fun gun.
I think if Glenwood wins this round, Massac County has a problem. They've got to take this first one.
Because then you have no eco. You're already probably a little more tilted. Ginya does find Red's Toxic. Spartan looking for something. Can't quite find it through the smoke. Has to reload. Falls to Sully. Although someone finds Twilight. Someone is playing out of his mind this game. Real boss. Someone IRL is low, rather.
Here.
A little bit of HP off on the Sova, too. They get the bomb planted, trying to do something. Funman's at about... Oh, Sully does find Real Boss. Okay. Funman hiding under heaven. Knows someone to buff him.
Advantage Massac County here. We said they got to win this round, get their econ rolling, and so far it looks like they're looking to do that. Only Echo left.
We'll see if he can do it. Not very likely. Does get recon bolted, and he also gets domed as Sully gets the headshot.
Okay, the Patriots here. Got
Yeah.
the first round after the switch.
Looking for something good to happen here. Very solid on the side of Massac County there. Playing like a team. They are doing a great job of team shooting, pushing together. This is exactly what you need to win this map after being that far behind.
And I was going to say not overbuying here, as it looked like they were all going to go ahead and just take pistols, but Genya does take that Marshall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you
Starting
always
with
have...
a shorty, otherwise you got a bunch of pistols on the field.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I really like the second round buy because I think it's cheeky and fun. And if it works, oh boy, does it work. But can't really criticize this. They're playing safe, and I think they need to. I think they know, hey, we can win this if we kind of play this, you know, a little bit at a time, one step at a time. Think one round at a time. Right now, we need money because next round we need more money. So I guess that's not one round at a time. You get my point. Yeah. Taking it step by step, hoping for the best. Trusting Genya with the Marshall, and I hope he can get something with it. That kind of can break his ego if he doesn't. Someone IRL does find paper. The breach flash is so strong.
Like you said, though, you're not going to suddenly make this 10-10. I mean, you have to win one round at a time in Valorant.
And they do find, they find Red's Toxic, actually. I was going to say he falls a little low, but he does fall entirely. Funman gets the headshot. And also, someone IRL pretty low, too. Health bar advantage over to the side of Massac County, 4v4, but someone IRL is one spit away from falling. Somebody looks in this direction the wrong way, or the wind blows. He is done for. Funman throwing the anti-site doesn't find anything. She's up just a little. Oh, he does find someone. I apologize. Does find someone with that. And does get the kill onto him. Gets a good smoke
30
off.
seconds left.
Denying vision just there. Peeking heaven a little bit.
Spike planted.
One pick here for Massac County, and we're going to have a different match. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. Real Boss looking to peek it a little bit. Not sure where anyone is.
I don't know where he is, and I do now.
Oh! With the shorty, Spartan finds Sully. Funman finds Spartan. In return, he may have a Spartan, but you can't shoot me that far. Twilight does find Real Boss. 3v1 favoring Massac County. And Echo AD gets the dig, can't find him. And a 4-piece for Funman. We have got a game here, Coach McGee. Things are going to get fun.
Let's look at that econ now one more time. Now that we've got that round. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Way better eco. Glenwood is buying, yes. So we're going to see some rifles coming out here. Assuming Massac County is buying. Okay, just taking a second. Probably discussing what they want to buy. Genya deciding to stay with the Marshall. Sully not buying it all yet. Interested in what he'll do next. Okay, buys the Judge. All right, he's Jet, you know, get in someone's face. Why not? And yeah, there we go. Randa does upgrade from the Marshall to a Phantom. Lots of Phantoms on the side of Massac County. And honestly, as somebody who's not great with the Vandal like myself, I prefer the spray and pray method of the Phantom. I like the M4 games way more. So I think this team's got a good chance to just get some good shots.
Do you think Massac can overbuy here? Do you think they can start to buy it, get a couple rounds under their belt, and then accidentally spend too much econ at once?
Oh yeah, that always can happen. I think it's totally possible. But I don't think Massac County. I think they're smart enough to not do that. I think they kind of know what's going on. They seem like they have good game knowledge, just a hard first half.
Yeah, Massac County looking to play spoiler here. Remember, even if Glenwood manages to pull this off, it's trades.
Oh my goodness, it goes nuts there, favoring Glenwood. Oh my gosh, out of nowhere, just destroyed it. Absolutely surrounded. That in 10 seconds, entire game state.
We do have a score update from Group B. York did defeat Naperville North. So if Glenwood wins, they will advance. Naperville North will not. If Glenwood loses, it's all about map differential, and Naperville North got pretty well handed to it by York. So Glenwood looking good right now. They're not going to lose by a lot, and actually I think mathematically they cannot lose. They will move on. Even at 1 and 2, their point differential will beat Naperville North. So Glenwood, they don't know it yet, but they have advanced to the stages for tomorrow.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, like you said, they obviously do not know that yet, so they're probably going to keep playing their hearts out. I would imagine you want to move on from this for tomorrow and keep going through our test.
Well, you don't want to go 1-2 by any means.
Obviously, yes.
Massac County looking to play spoiler plan for Pride, though.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling sight.
Gonna get a good Arena anti-side off. Can't find the shot onto Real Boss. Unfortunate. Funman does find Real Boss, but Echo AD finds Real Boss and finds Funman in return.
And here comes the Titans.
Spartan finds Twilight. Gets knocked down to Sully's daggers. Finds a headshot on Spartan with them. And Red Toxic finds Paper. Finds two with Sully. And that is 12-4 in favor of Glenwood.
Glenwood looking to punch their ticket, I guess, officially here to tomorrow's playoff tournament. Do we have another update from anyone else yet? Let's see. Niles North eventually punches their ticket, going 3-0 today with a strong finish. We are awaiting results. George Washington will move on. We have that with their going 2-0. Naperville Central will move on regardless.
Keep up.
And then we're waiting on the second schools from all those other three groups. But we know that Glenwood is going to be your second school from this one.
Exciting times here, man. Tomorrow's games are going to be absolutely exciting, especially with anything crazy happening, like Sully finding Echo AD with an off shot within the first 5 seconds of the round. Runs in there, gets a good shot off. Advantage to Massac County. I lied because Real Boss is going to find Funman.
He just didn't peek the corner at all there. Just walked right through, and here was Real Boss ready for him. Now he knows there's two of them there. He knows at least one is there.
Do this together. Flushes them out. Real Boss finds one still. Oh my goodness, that's disastrous.
Yeah, I think he'll take that trade.
Yeah, absolutely. And there goes game.
13-4. Glenwood takes the win here. They will go 2-1 and move on to the bracket tomorrow. They and York High School will advance out of Group B. And wow, what do you see from that map? Why was Glenwood so strong against Massac County there?
I think Glenwood's gunplay is just better. Massac County has good game knowledge, and they really tried. I think overall they had good game knowledge, and they were a good team together. But just getting outgunned by someone IRL, that guy was absolutely nuts. Red's Toxic in second frag too. They were just absolutely outflanking, outgunning, and just winning more gunfights. Absolutely.
So congratulations to the Glenwood Titans. They will move on tomorrow. And congratulations to York. They'll move on to tomorrow as well. What we'll do, guys, we'll take a quick break here and let the last matches finish up. Come back to you with your results. Tell you who's moving on to tomorrow and send you off on the rest of your Saturday. Coach Tivo, let's wait just a minute and find out who's going to move on.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see what we'll have going on for tomorrow.
everybody. We have had some updates. We only have one outstanding result that we're waiting on. But to help you know who's going to be moving on, we already let you know York and Glenwood will be advancing out of Group B. George Washington and Springfield will be advancing out of Group C. Niles North and it appears Plainfield North will be advancing out of Group A. And then the one we're waiting on is Group D. Naperville Central will certainly be moving on, but we need the result from the Niles West and Oak Lawn game. Niles West is leading right now, and then Lyons Township, Naperville Central was such a strong team. It just seems like Niles West will probably move out of that. So it'll probably be Naperville Central and Niles West as well. So those are your 8 teams. Looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow we've got a single elimination bracket. You will be able to check what that is on Challonge. The link is in our Discord, or you can at Coach Kennedy or any of other staff members that have been involved. We will be happy to get that to you. But tune in tomorrow, same time, 11 a.m. We'll get this thing started, and we'll play best of 3 series, single elimination until we have a winner. Coach Tivo, thank you for joining me today. Coach Mendez, thanks for running the stream. Coach Kennedy, thank you for TOing. Coach Turp for helping him with the statistic tracking of the day. It's been a lot of fun, Tivo. Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow, 11 a.m., and Tivo, send us out.
All right, guys, have a great day, and don't do your homework because it's Saturday.
Ooh, got you. See you guys.